Thanks to the presenting sponsors of No Huntsville. Visit the Fret Shop for all your stringed instrumental needs and head downtown to Old Town Beer Exchange for a variety of craft beer and wine. Support us by supporting them. You're listening to No Huntsville, sponsored by OTBX.
OTBX.
I get very excited about OTBX.
Tell me more about OTBX.
I always will. Half price wine on Mondays.
Right.
And $4 beer on Tuesdays.
Why not go there Monday and Tuesday?
Yeah, and then every other day of the week just for delightful company and drinks.
It's my favorite place.
Yeah, and then also the Fret Shop, where we record our musical acts for the show.
Right.
And they are just wonderful people. They have
Gotta love Mark.
Beautiful shop full of stringed instruments, classes,
Yes.
everything you could possibly need.
But harps.
Except harps.
Except for harps. But let's get to our next guest.
Yes,
We
to our next
have Sherry and Maria from Inside Out Studio over at Lomo. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So why don't you guys tell us what Inside Out Studio is all about at Lomo?
All right. Inside Out Studio is a space for adults with disabilities to create and sell fine art.
Wonderful art.
Basically, that's what we are. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we have been in existence for about 2.5 years now. So we're about to move into a new phase, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
And just so we can introduce everybody, we have one of the artists sitting right here with us.
That's right.
Right?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
So tell me the medium that you like working in best when you produce your art.
My favorite is abstract.
No kidding.
Yes.
Nice.
But I do mixed media and tactile, but favorite is abstract.
We can see some of your art over in the studio.
Yes.
We need to go by there and check
And
it out.
they have an awesome little gallery right outside of the studio, too, where you can see
And the studio is
work.
full of art also. And our door is open.
So tell me about what happens when somebody wants to come by and be a part of the whole studio. What is the experience like? What do you guys do there?
Well, the time there is pretty unstructured.
Okay.
At this point, we are small enough that people come and go when they come in when they can. They leave when they're ready.
As art should be.
Right.
All over the place and crazy. That's the way art should be.
Sometimes and the art itself too. We are not interested in cookie cutter art. And we believe that all of our artists have their own artistic vision, so that's what we work on. We try to cultivate that. We have trained artists in the studio, so we can help with different mediums. And if somebody's having a hard time getting started, we can help with that. Maria's excellent at asking for feedback on her work and how to make it stronger. But some of our artists really don't want that. We respect that because they have their own vision. And we're there to provide them the same opportunities that people in the general, what we call neurotypical population, have.
It's interesting. Maybe about a year ago or so, Dana Anderson, one of the artists who works in your studio,
Yes.
WHNT did a piece on her, and she's nonverbal, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, Dana
And
is
she did incredible work.
She does amazing work. Dana is, in the terminology, she's most challenged. She can't speak, she can't write, she really can't care for herself. And when she first came to Inside Out, she really wouldn't do much of anything. So over time, we developed a technique of working with Dana where we have a person that comes in one-on-one to facilitate her work and actually puts the paint on the canvas for her. But she shows us exactly where she wants to paint. She tells us what color she wants. She chooses the tool that she uses by pointing.
So she almost orchestrates.
Yeah.
Is what she's doing.
There you
right?
go. She's like the conductor
Very
and
good.
the
That's
creator.
awesome. And it's
great.
awesome. It's a range of artistry that's expressed in the studio.
Yes.
And from her art, you can actually tell that she's understanding, and she really does develop a lot of landscapes, and very beautiful.
Wow.
But she had her mother actually organized a big show at Huntsville Botanical Gardens, first ever in the state by a most challenged artist. She's going to be showing in Atlanta at a gallery coming up.
Wow.
Yes.
And she started here at Inside Out.
That's right.
That's incredible.
Wow.
And you
Yes.
guys have your own exhibit, your showcase coming up soon.
Yes. We are on October the 12th. we're having our first annual artist showcase.
Here's the flyer.
Yeah.
I can see it right here.
Yes.
I see some famous artists on the flyer.
Oh yeah. There's Maria, and it will be at Low Mill,
Okay.
but it'll be down the hall in the area right outside of Alchemy Lounge. But for those of you who haven't been to Low Mill or maybe a little intimidated by its size, it's easy. We're going to have lots of signage. Parking will be a snap, and we'll have people that will help you get up to the studio. We're going to have a great time. Chef Will
Yes.
yeah.
is catering, and
Nice.
he's fantastic.
Of course.
And we'll have some music and just a very lively atmosphere and lots of art.
Yeah,
Don't
so
be shy.
no, don't be shy. And like you were saying, if you haven't been to Low Mill, that is one of the places that if you're into art or you're into music or into anything artistic, Low Mill is the place to be. So I think you guys are in the perfect
place
to cultivate, the art there.
Well, absolutely, and it also serves another one of our as a 501c3, we have a mission, and part of our mission is to people with special needs or disabilities are often sequestered. They're not mixed in with the general population,
Right.
especially once they become adults.
Okay.
And so part of our mission is to promote the interaction of the general population with our artists. So our doors open, and at Low Mill we've always got people walking past.
That's the place to do it.
And we
Yeah.
welcome everybody in. Some artists want to talk about their work, some don't, but many do.
What has that been like to be right in the mix of it? What's the response been from just people who are strolling through the mill and they get
Yeah.
to encounter this incredible work by artists they may not have assumed?
It's very gratifying. Yeah, and it's also great having other artists especially on our floor, our second floor north, but throughout
Right.
the building, to rely on if there's. Our philosophy is when our artists come in, if they want to try something that they've never done and that we've never done, we'll get the materials, we get the person who can guide them to do
Oh,
that.
nice. Yeah, and you have a wealth of resources there, right, at the
Yes.
mill to kind of pull from, which is really cool.
We're going to be adding pottery to our
Oh, right.
offering soon, and we have many wonderful potters in the
Of
building.
course, yeah.
Yeah.
So, can you just tell us a little more of the details, the day, the time?
Yes.
Is this a free event, and also
Yes.
it's serving as a little bit of a fundraiser too?
Yes, this is a free event. It's Friday, October the 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. And by the way, those are open hours at Low Mill, so all the doors will be open.
Right.
There is handicap access. That's not a problem. Part of the reason we're doing this is to launch our Patreon campaign. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you're probably familiar with GoFundMe or Kickstarter. Patreon allows you to take pledges, which means you have a steady source of income. We're at a point now where we really need that
Sure.
because we're growing. We're probably going to need a bigger space. We need to strategically plan, and also I have to pay my rent. So it's so we're all set up on the Patreon page. You just go to patreon.com and look for Inside Out Studio. We will have people at the event to take your pledges. If you can't come, you can go ahead and pledge online. And there are different rewards for different amounts.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think that's about it. But it's going to be great.
And it's a great cause too. Like when you support Inside Out Studio, you're supporting these artists being able to come in and express themselves as anyone
Right.
would.
That's right, and you become a patron, and people who pledge at a certain amount get a piece of original art.
Wow, that's great. And I think maybe we haven't talked about it yet, but I think through the arts or having people open themselves to the arts, it can be really therapeutic, and you can get people to open up where they hadn't before. Right?
Definitely.
So-
Yes.
How has that been for you?
There you
Well,
go.
I was going to say that before Inside Out Studio, I used to be very self-conscious, and now I feel I'm a lot more open, and I'm just a lot more out there. I'm not afraid to try something new.
Right, like coming on TV shows and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I feel a lot more. I have a lot more confidence than I used to.
That's amazing.
So
So that's why this is so important, not only to support art, but also to support that side of it where people can feel like they can express themselves
Yes.
where they hadn't been able to before, which is pretty
Yeah,
and
amazing.
if I'm having a bad day, I can always come into work and
Right.
see my friends and have a place where I feel accepted.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yes.
A lot of the world doesn't accept.
Yeah, this is really this is a human rights issue.
There you go.
I mean, I could go on and on, but I won't.
But people can come out to this event, see this work, really be blown away. Because, like I said, when you see the artwork, Maria's artwork, the artwork of the other artists there, it's you.
Stands on its own.
Exactly.
Very good.
It stands on
Yes.
its own. And here you can also learn more about Inside Out Studio and everything that you guys are doing. That's so great for the community.
And we have room for more artists also.
Yes, we do.
Yes, so please come out if you have
Yeah.
friends, family members who think you can that they could benefit for a studio like this. Not only support it, but bring people by and be a part of
Yeah.
it, right?
Well,
Join the community.
it's
Pretty great.
it enriches everyone's lives, not
Absolutely.
just the artists. It
Right.
certainly enriches my life. I mean, people, ask me why I did this. I'm like, are you kidding? This is great. So
That's awesome.
Sherry's the best boss ever.
Well, look at that. Look at there you
Give
go.
her a raise.
There you go.
Yes.
Need a crown. Yeah.
All right, so it's insideoutstudio.org. That's where you can find more information. You guys are on Facebook too.
Yes.
But better yet, come to the mill, check out the studio, see some of the art, especially Friday, October 12th from 6 to 8 p.m. It's a free event. Check it out. Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. We wish you luck. I'm going to
Thank
try to come
you.
by for this.
Oh, please
Awesome.
do. Please do.
I want to see some of your art when I come by.
You will.
All right, very
You
good.
will.
Guys, thanks for coming
Thank
on.
you so much.
Thank you.
If you like Know Huntsville, you can listen to us on the go on your favorite podcasting platform.
Find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Podbean for extended interviews and exclusive content.